Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. It's been a little while since I've introduced myself, so just in case you're a new person, you're watching this channel for the first time, my name's Mike, I go by That Reseller Guy. I mainly sell on eBay, but I also sell on Amazon, and I have an antique booth. I specialize in sports cards, pop culture, toys and games, those kind of things, but I do sell just about everything. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so what's going on today? First off, I got a bunch of eBay sales. eBay was really good over the last 24 hours. Probably one of my better days in a little bit. And then I've had a couple really big purchases lately. You can see I've got a bunch of stuff over here. I got stuff over off camera over here, down here. It's everywhere right now. So I'm going to go over some of that with you. A lot of these items are going out to my antique booth, and the rest of it will probably go on eBay. So we'll go with sales first, and then we'll get into the other fun stuff. We're going to roll through these sales kind of quickly, at least some of the ones that are a little more obscure, like this little brick. These are all baseball card holders. These are little snap cases that protect cards. They're all used. I bought a couple big boxes full of different type of card holders and broke them up into lots like this. There's 100 in here, and it sold for 48 bucks plus shipping. Next up, I got this Chicago Cubs painter's cap. This is a vintage cap, probably from the 80s, maybe early 90s. I always remember in the movie Vacation, Rusty is wearing a painter's cap in one of them. If I can find it, I'll throw a pop-up of him wearing one of the painter's caps so you can see what it looks like. These don't sell for a whole lot, but I'd pick them up if I can find them cheap enough. This one was just a few bucks, and it was actually still new with the tags. Got $17.99 plus shipping. Next up, we got this Coca-Cola sign. Kind of cool with like the female aviator on there. It's kind of unique like that. There weren't a whole lot of these on eBay. I think I had only one other one that had this exact image, this size. And you can see on the back, these are made by, I believe if it's Andy Rooney, if that's how they pronounce it. But it's a really cool porcelain sign, nice quality. This is fairly heavy. It was another thrift store find. Found it for just a few bucks, sold for $24.99 plus shipping. All right, next. So the Skylanders Trap Team case. Now I made a whole video, it was a YouTube short about this find. Really cool. I had never seen one of these before, and I'm trying to remember how I opened the box because it's kind of different. Open it up here, and it's a storage case for all your different Skylanders figures. And this one had, I think it's 13 different figures in here. And if this box was full, if it had all of them in here, it sells for well over $100. As it is with the 13 figures in just the storage case, I still got $69.99 plus shipping. All right, next one, we got Sleeping Beauty. This cool little playset. It's got 3 little figures and like a plastic playset inside. There's what all the different pieces look like. And found this at a thrift store. I paid a little bit more than I normally would for something like this. I believe I paid like $7.50 because I saw that they were selling pretty consistently around 30 bucks. Now, this one did take a little while to sell because I was going back and forth with a customer, and they were in Australia, and they wanted to get the best shipping possible because through Global Shipping Program, it would have been like $70 to get it to them. So I looked it up on Pirate Ship. This is only going to weigh about 3 pounds once I get it boxed. So to get it there, I think it's going to cost me about $30, which is what I charged her. So this sold for, let me look on the screen, $32.99 plus another $30 shipping to Australia. So it turned $7 and change into just over $30. Still pretty good. All right, sold another one of these Pokemon packs, and I got this little sticker on here, and that's just how I differentiate all these different packs. Because I had a bunch of these open packs. These are original packs, I think from either 1999 or 2000. And as I explained the other day, these packs, if this was new and sealed, would sell for $100 to $300 for some of these early packs. But you can see it's open. It still has the original cards that came with it. So what I do in my listings is I put a little code at the end. This was pack, see if it focuses, A. So, actually, no, this one only had 10 cards. So then I put it on here, and because I have like 3 or 4 different of these packs, I have A, B, C, and D if it's needed. And that way it's easy for me to pull them out of the box when I pull the order. Long story, this pack sold for $17.99 plus shipping. So yeah, even an open pack with 10 of the original cards still got 18 bucks. I did sell another Ninja Turtle set. I told you the ones without the stickers weren't going to sell as well, but I sold one on back-to-back days. 88 card set from Topps, 1989, I think it is. And it sold for $12.99 plus shipping. All right, the best find that I've probably had this year was this big license plate purchase. Spent about $200 on license plates, paid about $2 a piece. So we'll do the math. I got about 100 of them. And I really like this Ford one because it has all the different Ford brands from the 90s on here, because these are from, I think, the mid to late 90s. And this is the first one of the Mercury that I've sold. I had one person buy both of them. The Ford one was $24.99, and I believe the Mercury was $15.99. So combo, like $41 plus shipping for the two of these. So in total, only eight items, but $383 in sales. So that's a fantastic midweek day. Can never complain about when you hit almost $400 in sales. So big thumbs up to eBay today. Right, now let's check out some of the fun stuff. Some of the items that are going to go out to my antique booth. We'll do antique booth items first. There's a combo of a couple of things. First, my guy that brings me a lot of inventory. If you watch Lonnie over at Shed Flips, he is this guy that gets him a lot of inventory. So I started calling my guy that too. So he brought me some cool stuff yesterday. Spent, I don't know, $300 and some with him. And I also went to a local buy, sell, trade type place and traded in a bunch of inventory for some better inventory that I'm taking to my booth. So bought a bunch of pops there. Now, I say bought, but I actually traded for them. I got store credit, and then I take that credit and get items that will sell for me in my antique booth. So first up, we got a Huckleberry Hound pop. So here's the other one. They're all Star Wars. We got a Luke Skywalker, a TIE Fighter pilot, which is an exclusive from somewhere. Oh, it's the Smuggler's Bounty exclusive. And then Finn, which is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. So I think all of these are like $10 a piece in my booth. Here's another item. I think this is going to go in my booth too. These actually sell pretty good on eBay for like $25 to $30 range. So I'm going to throw it in my booth for $25. We'll leave it there for a while, see if it can sell. This is a Hikari. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Hikari Premium Japanese Vinyl. So you can see, compared to a regular pop figure, it's pretty big. They also had all three of these Deadpool Q-Figs. Deadpool items fly off the shelf at my antique booth. So these in the store, I had to... were $6 each, and then they'll go into my antique booth for $10 a piece. So you're saying I'm only making $4. Well, no, I'm actually still making $10. I spent nothing on these. I traded items that were in my inventory, weren't selling, were cheaper on eBay, bad buys, whatever it is, and I turned that into good inventory. I've been saying it before. I need to do a whole video and kind of explain the whole process of what I'm going through when I'm trading in items and getting store credit. So this time when I went, I traded some board games, I traded a few books, and I traded a bunch of CDs. I got about $170 in store credit that day and used up about 80 of it for all these items that I bought. All right, now for the items from my guy. First up, we got this big box of, these are all Transformers. Now, I don't really deal in loose figures like this too often. I don't know enough about them, but he brought me over a big box. The price was really cheap, so it was definitely worth the time and effort to put into them to figure out, do a little research, and figure out all the different types that I had. A few of them were missing pieces, but that's fine. For some of these older ones, people need pieces and parts to make other complete ones, so they still sell pretty well. And I actually just sold one piece. Look, this tiny little piece sold for $5. Yeah, just this little guy that is a part of a Transformer. So this is the... So on the other side, he inscribed this to Gary, which is going to take a little bit of the price away from it. If you display it just like this, you'll never see that other side. You can use some different materials to erase the to Gary part, but it usually leaves just a little bit of a silhouette on there that you can't fully get rid of. So I think I'm just going to sell it as is, and maybe somebody named Gary wants to buy it. The last one is not signed, but this is a farewell to Texas Stadiums 1971 to 2008. So pretty cool little helmet for the Cowboys fan. I also got a couple of these Kiss figures. Which ones here? We got Ace Frehley and Paul Stanley. Didn't have the whole set, but he had two different ones. So that was part of the purchase. Couple Diamondback bobbleheads. This one is my favorite. This is the Sugar Skull bobblehead giveaway, and this one sells pretty well. Pretty consistent at about $20. On eBay, you might be able to get 25 or 30, but I generally put these in my booth for 20. This one is similar. It's the Cattell Marte Luchador, so you can see he's got like his wrestling mask on there. This one does pretty well. Just a little bit less, probably $15 to $18 for this one. I got a couple of different autograph photos. First one, we got Andre Dawson from the Chicago Cubs. You see my green light right there, but we got Andre Dawson. And then we also got one of Joe Montana here as well. It's a little bit faded. If I get a little closer, you can probably see the autograph on there. Both of those I need to get authenticated before I sell them. Probably sell those on eBay, not into my booth, because they'll be a little bit more expensive than what I want to put in there. And then I also got this Budweiser mirror, this big mirror. Definitely don't put these on eBay. Don't want to ship anything this big, but this will go in my antique booth. I don't really know how much this size goes for. Probably $25, $30, maybe $40. I don't know. It's Budweiser. I also bought a bunch of autographed baseballs, and again, just like with those photos, some of them I'll have to get authenticated before I list them on eBay. Autographs don't sell great in my antique booth, so generally I'm going to put them on eBay. If it's a local player, like a Diamondbacks player or something, I might put them in my booth, but generally eBay. So we got Steve Garvey on one. Here's a Diamondback and a Chicago Cubs, Mark Grace. A two-time Cy Young winner, Denny McLain from the Tigers. This one's Tim Salmon from the Angels. He played there in like the 90s and 2000s. We got Johnny Blanchard, and he put a big inscription on there of 1961-62 World Champion, so it's kind of cool that he put the extra inscription on it. Luis Gonzalez from the Arizona Diamondbacks with a little inscription on there too, so that one might go in the booth. We have Don Baylor. He played for a bunch of teams and actually coached here briefly for the Diamondbacks, so that's probably when this one got signed. And lastly, this is Johnny Padres, P-O-D, not Padres like the team. And he put it 1955 World Series champ. So again, another cool inscription on there. So I do have to get them authenticated before I can list them on eBay. I mean, I can list them without, and I do sometimes, but most of these players are good enough to where it's going to be worth spending the little bit to get them certified. All right, just a couple more things I'm going to show you today, then that's going to be it. A couple more boxes from my antique booth. Young Indiana Jones. This was a TV show that was on probably in the 90s, maybe early. No, it's definitely in the 90s. Made by ProSet. These boxes are pretty cheap. It'll be $10 in my booth for this whole box of cards. Box of soccer cards. Soccer stuff is doing pretty well right now, but this Topps Match Attack stuff just doesn't have a whole lot of value. Probably $12 to $15 in my booth. And then this is a trading card game called Hyborian Gates. Don't really know too much about it. I did look it up. I don't remember the price of these. I think it's 15, 20 bucks maybe for this whole box of cards. There's a bunch of other small little things here and there, but nothing really of note to show you here. Plus, we're getting a little long into this video, so let's cut it off here and wrap it up. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you're new, you're watching for the first time, please hit that subscribe button, help support the channel. Thanks everybody for watching. Hit the thumbs up. See you next time.